Stream goes alright. So I've been having trouble with ping all day with the block strike. And the battle pass is almost over. It's like 4 days. Oh, I guess I'll use gold if I have to for the fertilizers. Let's see if it begins though. It's taking longer than usual though, so I don't think that's a good sign. Or it was taking longer than usual. Buenas chicos, aquí estamos jugar Block Strike, aquí estamos ahora. Me tomó un poco para empezar el directo. La verdad es que tuve problemas jugando Block Strike hoy porque problemas de ping y todo eso que me seguía sacando del servidor es porque ping. A ver si no me saca esta vez. A ver. So hopefully the stream works out alright. Hopefully. Things are just never easy though. They're just not. Vamos a empezar con VIP, luego vamos al modo zombie. So yeah, we're gonna go over a bit of wrestling news too. You guys already know WWE and AEW. Voy a hablar sobre AEW, WWE. A ver si podemos empezar esto con VIP. Espero que sí. La región va a ser USA. La región USA. Aquí voy a estar en Block Strike. Entonces sí, chicos. Entonces hablaré sobre la lucha libre y luego hablaré sobre otras cosas. Entonces deja abrir el directo con la lucha libre, WWE y AEW. Si quieren unirse, aquí va a estar el server región USA. Aquí voy a estar. Espero que salga bien este directo, la verdad, eso espero. Porque he tenido problemas con conexión todo el día, pero espero que no sea el caso en el directo. Por lo menos lo estoy intentando. Sí. Ok, chicos, ahora voy a hablar en inglés, entonces, para hablar sobre la lucha libre y luego volveré a hablar sobre Block Strike y otras cosas. Entonces, aquí estamos. WWE and AEW this week. It has been revealed that Buddy Matthews has re-signed with AEW. Very good for AEW. Buddy Matthews is one of the House of Black, and he has re-signed with AEW a few months back. So that's good. There's a lot of things going on under our noses in the wrestling business. You never know who's signing and who's leaving and who's going here, who's going there, who's going to AEW or whatnot, whatever, vice versa, But it's interesting though. This one also caught me by surprise though. Buddy Matthews re-signing with AEW. Didn't see that coming. Because I thought, Rhea Ripley's in WWE, so he would want to go back, I guess, get involved in that love triangle, but I guess not. No, seriously though, still, Buddy Matthews has potential. Like, AEW has a bloated roster full of potential, No reason why, like, a lot of guys shouldn't be champions, but it just takes time though, AEW should be the land of opportunity, so hopefully we see that, and Buddy Matthews becoming, like, international, or whatever that championship becomes. Hopefully Buddy Matthews becomes champion or TNT champion. I just love Buddy Matthews and his work he does in AEW. No reason why he shouldn't be a champion. So hopefully, the deal is good, and hopefully he gets something out of this deal. Hopefully, they do good by Buddy Matthews, because the guy's really good. So we'll see what happens with him. MJF opened AEW Dynamite and throws the international title to the trash and reveals that he is the American champion of AEW. In my opinion, it's a beautiful belt design and an opening. A lot of people are saying that they don't like it, but maybe that's the point because it's supposed to be cheesy. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Kevin Owens new face of America because of the elections going on. Let's not get into politics, but still, I don't know. It's interesting. MJF over anyone though, I guess. But yeah, I thought the belt design was nice, and it got like a nice strap, USA colors, obviously, and yeah, some people are like, well, mostly WWE fans and toxic WWE fans. They don't like that AEW has their like United States champion, that only WWE can have United States champion. Like WWE fans can, like the toxic ones, get triggered over a lot. Most of it's toxic, sadly. I don't know. It's just the way I see it. Most of it online is just toxic. You know. I don't know. I'm trying to explain myself right here. What I'm saying is that like some toxic WWE fans, like there's just a variety of them. Like one time, like there was a whole discourse for a whole day because someone got mad at Mariah May for wearing pink, and they said that only Tiffany Stratton can wear pink. And yeah, now people are mad at this American Championship, and they're saying that WWE can only wear, or can only have the USA champion. Then you guys are gonna, or then the WWE fans, the toxic ones, are gonna tell me that only Liv Morgan can wear like jeans and not Chris Statlander. I keep on sacrificing myself. Hold on, man. I already made a mouthful. Let me drink some water. All right, guys, and so, anyways, Will Ospreay comes in and tries to go after MJF, but fails, and Ospreay addresses MJF and says that they will both meet in the ring at All In Wembley. So, yeah, I'm loving this feud. You know, it's a pretty good feud between both men, and it's awesome. Wow, I actually won. Cool. Anyways, yeah, yeah, that feud, Will Ospreay versus MJF, is awesome. Like, you know, Better Than You versus the best in the world. It all started with that small exchanges that didn't take like 6 months. You know, look, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be tribalistic, but you know, you can't blame me though, because like if this was in WWE, it would have taken like 6 months for it to happen, or over a year. Like the pacing in WWE is so slow. Like thank God we're getting this sooner in AEW, because they did like whole 6 months to do the White Six review, I believe, like 4 or 6 months, and then they literally took like a whole year for they took a whole year for Carlito to turn on the LWO. So yeah, that's just the way I see it. You know, that AEW is just for me, and the pacing is better too. You know, Carlito has returned. Compare that to Adam Copeland's run. I already did a rant on that. Let's not get into that though. Anyways, yeah. After the Ospreay and MJF, you know, Ospreay wants the international title back and not the American Championship that's under MJF's hands. This feud is good, and they're gonna face each other at All In Wembley. That's gonna be awesome. However, fans are concerned. AEW remembers that Pac is the #1 contender for the International Championship and wants to wrestle it All In. Not saying that MJF and Ospreay is bad, but it doesn't make sense ignoring that, though. Like, I'm hoping AEW goes back on this and include Pac in this story somehow, or like, just don't forget about Pac, you know, that he doesn't get like lost in the shuffle and forget about him, because that's one of AEW's problems, is consistency, and we're seeing that with Pac right now. Like he won like a fatal 4-way that was supposed to be for like a chance, an opportunity to get the international championship, but I guess that's not the case. That he's just making his way up to the top because he keeps on facing other talents and not not meeting face to face with MJF or Will Ospreay. So yeah, fans do have a right to be concerned about that, because he just made a statement about that, and we haven't been seeing much of that. But hopefully this whole pack and the International American Championship, hopefully it goes somewhere and that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle or anything like that. Otherwise, why put this on in the first place? It'll be another consistency problem. Obviously, it's not Pac's fault. If anything, the man is a great talent, you know. Just again, it's consistency, really. And something else happened in AEW Dynamite. Camille arrived in AEW following Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. You know, Britt's first match in 10 months. Both women looked great and did great. The match was good and entertaining, and both women's attire looked nice and colorful. You know, Shida's attire looked unique. And at the end, Britt won when Mercedes made her way out and got Britt's attention until a tall and strong Camille made her first appearance and knocked Britt out. You know, I didn't think, people have been speculating about her debut, and I didn't think it would be this soon at Blood and Guts, but I guess it was, and it happened this Wednesday. So yeah, Mercedes and Camille stood tall above Britt Baker, and this could be the beginning of something. Now, are the Renegade Twins next to join this this pairing of Monet and Camille? We'll just have to wait and see, though. But there have been reports of the Renegades joining with Mercedes and being close with her, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. One of them have been injured, but they've been recuperating. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. Mariah May re-debuts with new darker gear, a new theme song, new Titantron, heel in hand, and she looks glamorous. Beautiful yet dangerous. Mariah May won the match, but then timeless Toni Storm's theme plays until behind Mariah May comes Toni in disguise and fights Mariah until Mariah escapes. Toni Storm then asks Mariah if she's prepared to die, because she is. So yeah, Toni Storm versus Mariah May should be good at All In. You know, great stuff in the women's division in AEW, like both in and out of the ring. You know, another reason why AEW's for me. The women's division is having a lot of stuff to revolve around, not just a love triangle or hookup culture. Look, I'm sorry, but it's just not for me, though. It's just not, and that's why I like AEW. Either way, I'm not saying that Liv Morgan is doing bad. If anything, I guess the person behind the character of Liv Morgan is doing a good job with the acting wise and everything, so gotta give them credit on that. But still, I don't know, it just discomforts me. It's just not for me, and I have better things to do than just spend my whole time hating on it like a toxic fan, because you know, I'm not that. And I talk about what I like, and that's AEW. Kip Sabian was featured on screen finally and is involved in the feud with Nick Wayne. He was seen in the background as the Patriarchy were making their way to the ring in their Trios Championship match. Kip has it all. He has the theme, presentation, the looks. He has it all. No reason why he hasn't been on TV. He hasn't even been in Ring of Honor, and there have been reports of him being unhappy with that, and I can't blame him. I don't blame him. The guy has like the theme, the presentation, everything, and he's lost it all. Well, not lost it all. I mean, he just lost the TV time, and they were doing a story of him being in a cardboard box, but that just kind of went nowhere. So that sucks. Hopefully they get back on task, back on track with Kip Sabian, and yeah, hopefully they capitalize on Kip Sabian. Otherwise, he's just going to be another member of the Judgment Day, I guess. Anyways, the B&G match, the Elite versus Team AEW, 2 rings, 1 big cage, thumbtacks, scissors, planks with barbed wire, tacks to the mouth of Max Caster, followed by a super kick. When it was Hangman's turn to come out, he didn't until Swerve came out, and that's when Hangman attacked Swerve from behind. You know, he tied up Swerve Strickland on the cage and beat Swerve up. Prince Nana tries to separate the men until Paige pushes him out of the way, and then uses the AEW World title on Swerve. Hangman raises the title and yells that this should have never been his, that the title should have never been his. So yeah, this feud is really going a long way right now. Probably one of the feuds of 2024. Probably in second place, and with first place being Toni Storm and Mariah May. Anyways, the Bucks interrupt the beating that Hangman is giving to Swerve and order Hangman to get in the cage or he's fired. The man goes in the ring and, because Hangman goes in the ring, he has his priorities straight because the grass isn't always green on the other side. So, yeah, I got to applaud him for that. But, yeah, Hangman gets in the ring and finally helps the Elite in the cage match. And it didn't even stop with the whole extreme stuff. If anything, it just picked up from there. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Gunn arrived to free Swerve, who was still tied up, and then they hit Brandon Cutler with the guitar, who sadly can't get a break. And Swerve gets in the cage, then fights Hangman. Later on, Swerve gets a stapler gun to get Hangman back. However, the Bucks low blow Swerve, open the briefcase they brought, and get more stapler guns and use them against Swerve with with staples on his body, but Swerve fights it off and uses the staples on the face of the Elite, the neck of Jack Perry, and the finger of Okada, and the jaw of Hangman Adam Page, followed by a house call to Page, though. The match doesn't end there, though. Anthony Bowens was placed in between two tables on the bottom and top, basically a table sandwich with him in the middle, outside of the ring, outside of the cage. However, Anthony and Jackson end up fighting near the top of the cage, and Bowens goes through the tower of tables. Mark Briscoe, who is also in the ring, gives the Jade Driller to most of the Elite in the ring. Mark then puts someone through a table. I couldn't tell who, but then Darby climbs the roof of the cage and then pulls a coffin drop on one of the Elite on the table, which is destroyed. Darby Allin brings out a lighter and gas fluid and pours it all over Jack Perry, who is tied up on the cage. Darby plans on fighting Jack Perry until one of the Bucks, handcuffed to the ring, talks to Darby demanding to stop, but Darby wants a TNT title match at Wembley All In. The request is granted and the Elite quit the match, and Team AEW has won. It was a great match, although a part of me just wanted Jack Perry to catch on fire, because why not? Just for the chaos of the match, But I guess that didn't happen. But I guess it's better than last year's BNG match, because I believe last year's had Pac just walking off. So this year's was better. I guess it shows chemistry, or I wouldn't say chemistry, the care that the Elite have on each other for Jack Perry, that they didn't want Jack Perry to be set on fire, so they just gave Darby Allin the match like that, and that's good. Darby Allin versus Jack Perry, I wonder if they'll use Rio Glass for that. Jack Perry has to get ready to defend himself. Anyways, again, that was awesome. AEW has been on a roll. If they keep up like that, they'll be doing great. AEW has been doing a consistent, I'm not much of a ratings guy, but AEW has been doing consistent ratings with past 750,000, more in the 780,000 range of views. So that's awesome. I just haven't been that much about ratings. I'm not much about ratings usually, but seeing those numbers, you just haven't seen them since the Wednesday Night Wars, And as of late, you also haven't been seeing the consistent views on AEW, especially in 2023. You just see them go from 700 to 600 to 500,000. You just see them like that, and they never stay consistent. But as of late, AEW has been on a roll in 2024. They've been doing on a regular basis past 750,000 and close to 800,000. And, I do believe that they could hit that 1 million, if they keep on doing these type of good matches and stuff, and good heavy cards and whatnot, stories as well, then they do have something there for the ratings and stuff. So that's awesome. So yeah, AEW should be in good hands, though. They do have a show planned for 2025 at the Tokyo Dome. I believe Wrestle Dynasty. That should be awesome. Can't wait to see. Hopefully it's AEW is growing for the better by then. So yeah, it's just awesome stuff. What else is AEW going to do? They're going to break records, bet on themselves, and they're going to go outside of their comfort zone by going to, aside from the London, and they're also going to Tokyo, and we'll see where else they're going to go. Drew McIntyre has posted on social media a photo of him and Jack Perry together smiling. The caption said that it is a real photo and to cry us a river. You know, this must have been like without WWE's permission, or like there's no way they were aware of this, as well as Punk. It's beautiful and funny. The feud in the show has been full of shenanigans, with Punk costing Drew in his own town and the briefcase, whatnot. But the work that Drew McIntyre has been putting into this feud has been great. He's like trolling around with CM Punk, so that's funny, that's great, and it adds to the feud. You know, Punk hasn't done much, but still being petty about AEW and just throwing petty shots at them. He hasn't been calling Drew McIntyre out, you know. I don't know. It feels like Drew McIntyre is the one carrying this feud, you know. And later in the day, Drew actually deleted the post on all of his social medias, so maybe WWE told him to or something. Who knows? Triple H and Nick Khan met with London Mayor, I don't know how to pronounce that, Sadiq Khan, today to discuss the possibility, or not today, a few days back, or I believe yesterday, Triple H and Nick Khan met with the London Mayor to discuss the possibility of bringing WWE WrestleMania to London. I mean, good for them. Maybe this can motivate Tony Khan to do major shows in Italy or Paris or maybe in Mexico. All of this per Fightful, so yeah. But for some reason, Triple H and the Mayor took a picture holding the wrists of the Mayor. Like, it kind of, I don't know, I guess they were trying to raise him up like a champion with that small belt in the middle. But I don't know, they were like holding him up really tight on the wrists. So I don't know, it looked kind of weird to me. Not hating on it, just, I don't know, it's just my opinion. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of funny, yeah. Anyways, good for WWE, I guess. As you know, again, if anything, a good Tony Khan is a motivated Tony Khan. So hopefully this motivates him to do other shows and maybe go to Italy, since WWE, you know, this is the AEW effect. WWE now wants to do a WrestleMania in Wembley, London. So yeah, AEW could pull something funny and interesting and do a pay-per-view in Italy, since WWE has discussed about doing that. I mean, why not? You know, WWE doesn't like play friendly, so AEW, you know, it's competition, you know, that's just how it works. So it should be nice to see. Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor has been a banger show. Commander versus Mortis was great. Ishii and Kyle, you know, versus the Undisputed Kingdom was pretty good. Layla Hirsch versus Diamante was extreme. And then Billy versus Red Velvet, with Velvet winning the ROH Women's TV title. No one saw that coming. Neither Lee Moriarty defeating Wheeler Yuta, as well as becoming the new ROH Pure Champion. You know, there was the Von Erichs and Dustin Rhodes match, which was nice to see. Dustin Rhodes helping the Von Erichs put over and helping them in their wrestling career. You know, history in the making with that, really. We're seeing a history in the making with the Von Erichs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they'd be All Elite or Ring of Honor. Athena versus Queen Aminata, also it was an extreme match as well as Mark Briscoe versus Roderick Strong at the main event. That was good as well. It had great highlights, and both Athena and Mark Briscoe retained their championship titles. You know, and the pay-per-view was awesome and worth a second watch. You know, it might have been like one of the best if not the best. Well, then again, I believe it's the first. So yeah, either way, it's the best Ring of Honor pay-per-view so far this year. That's awesome. And it seems that this could be the turning point of Ring of Honor being treated with more care, as it was reported days ago that that authorities and management wanted to treat Ring of Honor with more care, as people were putting in their feedback of Ring of Honor just fading away and not being taken seriously. But now there's been a report of management wanting to treat it with more care and respect. So that's good now. Like, we're seeing these talents like Billy Starks and Lee Moore, as well as Red Velvet and Athena, you know, we're seeing all these talents being built up, and the fans are becoming familiar with them. So that's nice. Again, that it seems that this could be a turning point of Ring of Honor being treated with more care. You know, it looks to be like developing or growing talent, and the fans are becoming familiar with them. And yeah, here's to a new era of Ring of Honor. And in the media scrum, Tony Khan brings up the idea of Ring of Honor being under the AEW umbrella. What he means by that is calling, or I wouldn't say rebranding, since it's already under Tony Khan's management, but I guess he would just be renaming and putting Ring of Honor underneath the AEW umbrella by renaming it to AEW Ring of Honor. So yeah, that sounds interesting as well. And Tony Khan also brings up the idea of Ring of Honor having a TV deal, but let's take it one at a time, though. Let's focus on the turning point of Ring of Honor being treated with more care, and having a board of directors and writers for it, and stories and feuds as well. And we've been seeing that with Layla Hirsch and Diamante in their match as well. We're having feuds like that. We're having feuds with Mark Briscoe and Roderick Strong. We've also been seeing Athena and Queen Emanata and Red Velvet. We're seeing all these stories, all these feuds. It's just awesome, We're also seeing Shane Taylor Promotions rise up to the top as well. Also, not to mention Mansoor and Mace, I believe that was their name. Maximum Male Models, or they're going by MXM now. I believe they're signed to Ring of Honor, and they're going to be featured there. So yeah, that should be interesting to see. So much going on in Ring of Honor, and hopefully they stay consistent as well there. And it's a turning point where Ring of Honor is more. You got to start slowly. If you want Ring of Honor to be a legitimate brand, then you got to start slowly with feuds like these, or changes in management. They had Paul White on the board of directors now, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. And once they get all of that settled, now they could focus on renaming it to AEW Ring of Honor, and then having a TV deal for that. Hopefully, and hopefully they do stay consistent with keeping Ring of Honor champions and talent into Ring of Honor, and keeping AEW talent in AEW. It does sound like a WWE thing, but then again, with the amount of talent that Tony Khan has signed and all that stuff, one would have to think, or has to come to the realization that it's time to do a brand split, if at the very least a soft brand split, with Dynamite and Collision, and maybe even Rampage, with having the FTW Championship featured as a Rampage title. What harm is that going to cause, if anything? I think we're also seeing a soft brand split in Collision, as we're seeing Sky Blue, Shida, Thunder Rosa, and Diana Purrazzo in Collision, as well as the conglomeration. So yeah, it's like we're seeing a small brand split. So hopefully it comes to fruition. I don't know. It's kind of like life and change. When you grow up, you don't realize that you're changing. You just take it day by day, and then you'll just look back like months or even years, and yeah, you just realize that things have changed. So maybe that's how it's going to be like with AEW, with their soft brand split, and Ring of Honor growing as well. So only time will tell, basically. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for Ring of Honor and AEW Wrestling Talk right now. So yeah, it's been a week, really. What more can we say? We have Hio Max in the chat, Ed Valentin, Masapan, Bob Nato, and Cool Dino Gaming. Thank you guys for all your support in the chat right now. I didn't think this stream was actually going to work out, and I'd get most of the wrestling talk done. If anything, I don't know. I've been having ping connection problems all day, and I don't even know if I'm going to get the Vertilizer skin. No sé, chicos. No sé si voy a... Ya acabé de hablar sobre la lucha libre, pero todavía, chicos, no sé si... Hablando sobre el skin del Vertilizer, no sé si voy a completar ese Ese desafío, no sé si lo voy a completar y me voy a conseguir el skin de Fertilizer. La verdad no sé, chicos, porque nada más faltan 4 días y estoy como en nivel 16. Entonces no sé, creo que, no sé, tengo como 600 de oro, entonces creo que voy a usar ese oro para saltar hasta los skins de Fertilizer. No sé, chicos, no sé por qué, pero nada más. Por eso no, tampoco ni estuve trabajando en videos porque estuve jugando Block Strike para conseguirme esos skins. No sé por qué, nada más, no sé, nada más quiero conseguir ese skin de Fertilizer. Pero todavía me falta mucho que hacer haciendo la serie de Yoba King. No va a haber videos de Blockstrike o otros juegos porque quiero enfocar mi tiempo en Yoba King porque no he trabajado en eso desde el último año. Entonces sí quiero trabajar en eso. Pero también, pero también tengo que ir para atrás al último directo y poner timestamps a los momentos graciosos y separando el tiempo de donde hablo sobre la lucha libre. Pero parece que el mundo, no sé, muchas cosas raras están pasando antes del juego de GTA 6. La verdad, chicos, muchas cosas raras están pasando antes de GTA 6 y creo que nos va a venir más cosas extrañas, no sé. Let me guess, Roman Reigns joins AEW, or Seth Rollins joins AEW. You know, crazy things are going on. The timeline is just screwed up because this, I don't know. Maybe it's the kid who got Harambe, oofed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. No sé, chicos, cosas raras están pasando. Además, las Olimpiadas de Paris fue algo raro también. La Copa América también fue rara porque los se pasaron por la seguridad y nada más ni pagaron y todavía estuvieron ahí. Y sí, chicos, es extraño la verdad que está pasando. Luego las Olimpiadas de Paris, donde le pusieron una máquina de humo al a la gente mexicana de allí en las Olimpiadas de Paris, que pusieron una máquina de humo y taparon todos los rostros, todo el lado de México. No sé, chicos, es un poco raro lo que está pasando. Y luego Y luego luego en las Olimpiadas de Paris la gente se quedó ofendida porque empezó muy raro, la verdad. Empezó con un musical, pero todavía fue raro. Y la gente se quedó ofendida. Porque la gente se quedaron ofendida porque como hicieron algo como un, no sé cómo decirlo. Tuvo que ser relacionado a algo religioso, la verdad, chicos. A ver, chicos, es porque se hicieron una presentación especial para abrir las Olimpiadas de Paris de 2024, pero luego había un grupo de artistas o algo que se juntaron ahí así en una mesa, todos juntos así, y se parecía como una obra religiosa de la última cena, y la gente se quedaron ofendida sobre eso, porque no les gustó y estaba ofendiendo a los que creen en eso. O sí, los que están muy religiosos. Bueno, yo soy así también de religioso, pero la verdad no me ofendió mucho, la verdad, chicos. No sé, es porque así se hicieron, no, hicieron, no, la verdad no, es que así reactuaron la gente que no les gustó. Que no les gustó el retrato, la obra, no les gustó eso porque como estaba, no sé, algunos pensaron que estaba haciendo burla de la última cena de eso. Yo no sé, chicos, la verdad no sé, no me fundió a mí. Sí soy religioso, pero todavía no me fundió a mí, la verdad, nada más me parecía raro. No sé si es la nueva generación de cómo es la sociedad y haciendo cosas raras. Si va a ser así, no quiero imaginar las Olimpiadas en, en 2040. No sé, chicos, la verdad. No sé, es porque no nada más fue eso, pero toda la presentación que estaba abriendo las Olimpiadas, ah, esa toda presentación fue muy rara. Había un hombre pintado en azul y ni tenía playera, ni no sé, espero que tenía algo como pantalones o algo, pero estaba pintado todo de azul. Ya mero pensé que era Christian Sonnechu pintado en azul, no sé, chicos, pero sí había no sé, un hombre en azul pintado así y otros retratos extraños. Pero se me hace que fue una banda de rock. No he visto no he escuchado el video, nada más he visto unas imágenes y un poco de videos mudos, pero todavía se mira un poco raro. No sé, chicos, la verdad. Es un poco raro, no sé. Pero y la verdad, no sé, no voy a odiar en eso ni nada. Nada más, ok, eso es algo, eso pasó. La verdad, yo no sé. Se me hace que la gente nada más se hace así de, no sé, pero a la misma vez no. Depende en lo que pasa, en lo que sucede, porque la gente a veces no sé si le gusta, la sociedad así le gusta estar sensibles o no sé, chicos, la verdad, no sé qué está pasando. No sé, chicos, la verdad. Es extraño, la verdad, chicos. Pero sí, chicos, aquí estamos jugando. Aquí estamos jugando Blockstrike. Aquí estamos Roger, servidor VIP USA. Vamos a entrar en un servidor de zombie en unos momentos. Y luego a ver si hacemos un Simón dice. Luego, chicos. Oh, God. Pensé que ese era Master, es Light. A ver, chicos. Se mira como Master, pero es Light nada más. A ver, chicos, a ver si hacemos el Simón dice, pero creo que lo voy a hacer en un diferente mapa, ya que hicimos el de la oficina muchas veces. Entonces, a ver qué más hacemos. Y la verdad, he estado jugando a... No sé si Master se va a unir, la verdad no sé, pero a ver si se une. Está aquí conmigo, pero está en su Nintendo Switch o algo, no sé, chicos. Pero sí, chicos, ¿qué más? Iba a decir algo. Sí. Estaba jugando en el modo Gun Game para ganar más puntos de XP, pero luego jugué en los nuevos mapas del templo y del volcán, y la verdad, chicos, creo que me gustan esos mapas ahora, no sé por qué, no sé, creo que me estoy acostumbrado en esos nuevos mapas. Al principio no pensé mucho en esos mapas de las ratas y de las... no pensé mucho de esos mapas de los ratones, del templo y del volcán, pero ya estoy cambiando de opinión en eso. Pero todavía no sé, chicos. Ya sé que ustedes han dicho que Blockstrike necesita que como... Ustedes han dicho que Blockstrike necesitan como terminar o continuando haciendo más actualizaciones para mejorar el juego, pero yo personalmente todavía opino que Blockstrike 2 debería ser, o que Blockstrike 2 es necesario, porque ya que hay muchas cosas en Blockstrike y se me hace que está muy lleno, y creo que un Blockstrike 2 con nuevas ideas frescas y todo eso, mapas también nuevas, y skins también nuevas, algo así funcionaría. El Blockstrike todavía puede estar ahí, pero ¿qué hay de mal en un Blockstrike 2? Lo pueden hacer como Call of Duty lo hacen, o como PUBG. PUBG también hicieron otros juegos en mobile. A ver qué pasa. No sé, los desarrolladores quitaron Block Strike del iOS, o sea, de iPhone, entonces eso es extraño. Al menos que los van a añadir para atrás, no sé. Muchas cosas locas están pasando y todavía van a pasar más cosas locas antes que salga GTA 6. No me sorprendería a este punto que Block Strike sería subido, publicado en console como en PlayStation o Xbox o Nintendo. ¿Ustedes creen que Block Strike puede estar ahí en PlayStation o algo así? No sé, chicos, la verdad. Hola. A ver, chicos, parece que estamos ganando 9-0, pero se me hace que yo ni estoy haciendo nada. Vamos, sigo hablando. Por aquí estamos, ahí está. A ver, déjame ver la lista. Tenemos a Max y el Valentín, Mazapán, Manny Riviera, Blocky, Val, y yo. Luego tenemos a Dylan, Tony Montana y Light. ¿Quién va a ser ¿quién va a ser el campeón de la noche? La verdad, chicos, la verdad yo no sé quién va a ser el campeón de la noche, pero yo quiero decidir esta noche, a ver si puedo decidir y no usar la rueda. Deja empezar en la casa y luego deja avisarles a todos que nos vamos al modo zombie. Pero sí, chicos, a ver qué más va a pasar. A ver, chicos, espero que ya se calmen las cosas, que cosas, no sé, espero que hasta que salga GTA 6 que la planeta de los simios no esté cancelada, porque ustedes ya saben, Netflix y HBO tienen costumbre de cancelar programas buenas y luego tener al show de Velma y todo eso que quedarse así. No tienen sentido. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance también fue cancelado. Yo todavía esperando por una temporada 2. A ver, chicos, ya vamos. Oh, no, se me olvidó. Sí. Vamos al servidor zombie, chicos. Hola, Tony. Vamos al servidor zombie, vamos. Sigan el directo. Sigan el directo y nos vamos allí y luego a ver si vamos al Simón dice. Master, are you joining us? Master? Master. Hey. Oh, dang. A ver, chicos, a ver, un momento. A ver, chicos, hablé de Master y dice que va a haber en unos momentos. Parecer que ya lo nombraron la waifu. Ustedes no hagan su cosa, la verdad. A ver, chicos, hagámoslo. Roger, Battle Ord, a ver. Yo todavía pienso que necesitan hacer más mapas de surf y también de escape de zombie. Ya sé, lo notó Gio, tengo 666 de oro. No. Estoy un poco incómodo de eso también. Es porque estoy haciendo la carrera hacia los skins de Fertilizer, pero no sé si me los voy a ganar o no, la verdad. A ver, hagámoslo, chicos, hagámoslo. Ya empezó la noche de Block Strike y a ver si me gano un... A ver. A ver si me gano un punto o dos, a ver. Puntos para Roger. No, ok, 0 puntos. A ver. Ahí está todos así. Oh, también, chicos, deja de decirles que... No sé, chicos. Se me olvidó decir que en otra que cuando he jugado Blockstrike y me he unido en servidores hay otros jugadores de otros clanes que me han reconocido y también hay unos que como hay unos que me conocen sobre mi canal y también hay unos que tienen clanes que quieren hacer guerras de clans con mi clan y todo eso que quieren ir en guerra con nuestro clan en Blockstrike. MTZX contra otros clanes. A ver si va a ser posible. La verdad, chicos, no sé si... creo que fue desde la última vez que teníamos una guerra de clan en Blockstrike fue en 2019, la verdad, chicos. No sé, chicos. La verdad, nada más añado la gente en mi clan porque... Yeah. La verdad añado gente en mi clan porque mi lista de amigos en Blockstrike está muy llena, por eso les pido que se unen a mi clan porque mi lista de amigos está lleno. Pero sí, chicos, gente también está hablando para hacer Clan Wars, pero a ver si hay clans ahí allá afuera, sí. La verdad, chicos, necesito que descansar. Es todo, no sé, necesito que descansar. A mi mente es muchas cosas y sí, chicos. ¿Tú qué opinas, Light? Button. Sí, es un botón. How you doing? Oh, okay. Quiero ver una guerra de clanes. Al parecer... Sí, es MTZX, chicos. Nuestro clan es MTZX. Significa algo, chicos. La verdad, cuando empecé YouTube significa algo. Pero sí, chicos, la verdad, sí, a ver qué va a pasar. La verdad pensé que iba a cambiar el nombre del clan, pero al parecer que MTZX se va a quedar así. Pero sí, chicos, la última vez, mi primera guerra de clan fue en 2018. Recuerdo en el verano estaba entrenando el clan y todo para enfrentarnos a AOX, ese clan. Estamos entrenando y luego en el día hice un directo, yo y Master estábamos ahí con amigos haciendo el clan, la guerra del clan y luego ganamos, la verdad ganamos, pero luego días después gente del clan luego se enojaron con nosotros porque dijeron que eso no fue el verdadero AOX que nos enfrentamos, que fue otro AOX de otra región o algo así. Entonces sí, chicos, pero la verdad sí ganamos y ganamos otros clanes también. Pero no sé, chicos, la verdad no sé. Sí, no me he enfocado mucho en el clan, por eso, chicos, sí, no miro a nuestro clan, si soy honesto, no miro a este clan como, oh, somos muy poderosos, que todos se ponen en sus rodillas y todo así, y hagan lo que, no, eso es no lo que somos, la verdad, no, nada más somos un clan que nos llevamos bien con otros, la verdad, chicos, pero sí, no hay nada mal con, you know... No hay nada mal así con... No hay nada mal con haciendo un clan con poder, pero también con respeto. Sí, chicos. Roger, have you heard of the game called Multiverses? Yeah, I've only heard the hype of it, really. I haven't even... Is it even already, like... out already? Like, I don't know. I haven't even caught up on that because Warner Bros. Then HBO Max. You know, I don't know. It sounds... the whole behind the scenes thing isn't for me because then there's HBO wanting to cancel animations and good movies as well as Warner Bros. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I've heard of that game. I'll see if I can get it too. I'm also thinking about getting AEW Dynamite Fight Forever. because some people say that it is fun, and social media is just driving a negative narrative to just hate on it and say a lot of bad things about it. But yeah, I'm gonna find out for myself and get it. Maybe I'll give it to myself as a birthday present or a Christmas present. You know, that's what I do. You know, I do have a lot of alone time, I guess. Well, then again, I don't know. I don't know. It's because I do get presents for myself, just form of self care and self love. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can get that. I also want to do a video addressing other things that are going on. How did he get here? Go on. I've been grinding it. I've been also thinking about getting a setup on OBS so I can do games on PC, but sadly school is coming, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that. But I might just, you know, I might just work on videos in the library or stuff. That's what I always do. You know, I'd always stay like from like, I don't know, like 12 hours or yeah, 12 or 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, and like some of that time is spent in the like library working on videos. That's what I've been working. That's how I worked on the Planet of the Apes videos and stuff. I made them all in one day. I don't know. It's just having that type of space, it helps me concentrate and like not getting distracted in an environment like that. I don't know. It's peaceful, I guess. But let's just have a rest of a normal year, though. A lot of things are happening in 2024 before GTA 6. But yeah, hopefully we'll see what else happens. I've been thinking about doing Overwatch 2 content, despite of what people think about it, you know. Either way, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, we are live right now, and we're playing Block Strike. We're in the zombie survival right now, and yo, Maxi, we're playing in Heo Maxi's favorite playground. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I loved it. I understand why some people hate it, or why some people aren't that much big of fans for it, because it's you know, it's not as it's just not like the other ones, really. It's something else. It's something of its own, really, you know. It has to be addressed, you know. It's something of its own. It's not to say that it's a bad movie in general. It's still good. It's just different, and it's going on a different direction. But then again, it does hold some truth into it, though. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes does have some truth, like it does have some truth, even though like it's humans versus apes again. It's still going somewhere with like trust between humans and like the prevent of going on war or history repeating itself, like real life history repeats itself and stuff. Or it also has to do with like religion, with people telling those events from generation to generation as a form of religion, but some people forget it and just don't believe in that. But it could be true as well, you know. It's kind of like religion in a way. Either way, I'm looking forward. I've been waiting for since like 2018, 2017, 2019, all the way to 2024 for the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I've been refreshing the media, refreshing the pages on the articles to get an update on that until February 2022 when they wrapped up filming, and I got a video of that. And then in my birthday week, they showed the first trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes last year. So that was awesome, you know, my birthday week. Great stuff, you know. I just can't wait for the other Planet of the Apes movie. I just hope, spoilers ahead, I just hope some characters come back, though. I hope some characters come back. I just hope some characters come back, really, because because why not? They were good, they worked, so let's just have them come back and see how they're gonna work in a sequel, in the with under new circumstances and all that, under new situations, and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm still excited about that, and you really gotta hand it to Wes Ball, the creator or the producer of the movie, the King of the Planet of the Apes movie, because he acknowledged the fandom and addressed like some of the problems, or some of the not problems, but some of the events that happened before that, like basically the other movies that happened before that. He basically addressed it, and it looks like they're following it up from there as well. So yeah, and there's also been Easter eggs as well. I've noticed the Easter eggs and all that. I've watched. I've been waiting for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, that I watched War for the Planet of the Apes for like 50 times, more than 50 times, I ought to say. So yeah. It's just awesome, really. I don't know. It's just cinema. It's like I'm not much of motion capture, or live action movies, but that's the one movie where I like it though. That's the one movie I'll do a pass on, or I'll accept. I'll make an exception for, because it's awesome. Oh god. A ver, chicos, ¿dónde está Hio? Oye, pero ¿qué está pasando? ¿Qué? Ok, ya se fue. Ok. Mucha gente dice que tienen mucho lag. Era Zombie cuando apareció. Sí, fue un extraño, chicos. Pero sí, yo también he tenido mucho lag hoy porque I'm a go be sneaky again. You do that. You do that. You just do that, dude. You just do that, because you just do that, all right? Anyways, yeah, I believe I'm running on 4 hours of sleep though. But I've run a whole day with only 20 minutes of sleep one time. So yeah. Woo. So yeah, anyways, here we go, guys. We're trying to do this battle old with our observations. Yep, let's do this. So there's no one's gonna find me, says Light. And there's only 3 left. Dang, that round was so fast. What the heck? Nada más faltan 3. Nada más faltan 3. A ver, chicos. Master, will you be joining us?
Soon.
He says soon. It is 2:17 a.m. in the morning. Might close it around 4 or 3:30. Most likely at 4. Is Master gonna join? Yeah, he says soon, so hopefully he does join. Yeah, sadly the stream is always like that. The stream is like a few seconds or a minute delayed. But I always give an update. We're still in the zombie server though. I don't plan on going anywhere else until I guess until we switch maps or something, Salta y corre como hombre. You do that. Yeah. A ver, chicos. Oh, sí, se me olvidó. Brilliant idea, or brilliant thing came back in my mind. Chicos, Lana Kawaii, se me hace que Lana Kawaii anunció la segunda película de... Oh, that's where you're hiding, Light. Light se estaba escondiendo allí. Se me hace que... man. Se me hace que Lana Kawaii anunció la segunda película la película de Matías Letra. Porque estaba muy lenta la producción, pero todavía se me hace que ya la terminó. Pero la verdad no presión a Lana Kawhi, toma su tiempo y sí, sin presión, la verdad. Pero sí, chicos, al parecer ya acabó la película de Matías Letra. Pero también falta la película de SK y la segunda película de